Have you ever wondered how some people stay calm, confident, and unstoppable while others crumble under pressure? Here are 5 Stoic lessons they don't want you to know, lessons that could change your life forever. When I was 20, I wasted too much time worrying about things that didn't matter, doubting myself, and living for others' expectations. If only I had known these 5 Stoic principles, I could have avoided years of frustration and self-doubt. Stay with me because these lessons are simple, practical, and life-changing. Subscribe and hit the notification bell to declare your commitment to mastering yourself. Let's dive in. The first life-changing lesson: focus on what is in your control. Comment with control if this resonates with you. The Stoics understood one thing with crystal clarity: most of life is out of your hands. Marcus Aurelius, writing during one of the most tumultuous periods of Roman history, reminded himself constantly, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. These words are not just ancient wisdom. They are a profound guide to navigating the chaos of life. Think about it. How often do we waste energy dwelling on things we cannot change? We agonize over the past, trying to rewrite it in our minds, or we obsess over the future, trying to predict and control every outcome. Worse still, we let the actions and opinions of others dictate our emotions. The Stoics recognized that this obsession with what lies beyond our control is the root of most human suffering. When we focus on things we can never influence, we surrender our peace to forces outside ourselves, forces that are often indifferent to our well-being. Marcus Aurelius's insight cuts through this noise with precision. The mind is your fortress. It is the one thing over which you have complete dominion. While storms may rage around you, and while they may try to undermine your efforts or drag you into their chaos, your thoughts, actions, and responses are yours to command. This realization is a source of tremendous strength because it reclaims your power from the world and places it firmly back in your hands. But what does it mean to focus on what is in your control? First, it requires clarity. It means separating what you can influence from what you cannot. Epictetus, another great Stoic thinker, described this process in his Enchiridion. He advised his students to constantly remind themselves of this distinction. Some things are up to us, and some things are not. Your desires, your actions, your judgments, these are within your control. External events, the opinions of others, and even the outcome of your efforts, these are not. Consider a real-life example: criticism. If someone unfairly criticizes you, your initial instinct might be to lash out, to argue, to prove them wrong. But what does this achieve? The words have already been spoken. The judgment, fair or not, has already been made. By fixating on it, you are giving that person power over your peace of mind. Instead, the Stoic approach would be to pause, reflect, and control your response. Ask yourself, what part of this is mine to own? Perhaps the criticism contains a grain of truth you can learn from. Or perhaps it is entirely baseless, in which case it reveals more about the critic than about you. Either way, your response is yours to control. This principle extends far beyond interpersonal conflicts. Imagine facing a setback in your career, such as losing a promotion to a colleague. It's natural to feel disappointed, even resentful. But dwelling on the perceived injustice only deepens your frustration. The Stoic approach is to focus instead on what you can do next, improving your skills, seeking feedback, and preparing for future opportunities. By redirecting your energy from what is lost to what is possible, you transform a setback into a stepping stone. Focusing on what you can control also liberates you from the endless cycle of blame. When things go wrong, it's tempting to point fingers, to blame circumstances, other people, or even bad luck. But blaming others places your happiness in their hands. It implies that your well-being depends on factors outside yourself. The Stoics rejected this mindset entirely. Instead, they believed that accountability is the cornerstone of freedom. By taking full responsibility for your choices, you reclaim your agency. This mindset is not about ignoring external challenges or pretending they don't exist. On the contrary, it's about recognizing them for what they are: challenges, not barriers. Seneca, another great Stoic philosopher, observed that life will always present difficulties, but how we face them defines us. Difficulties strengthen the mind, As labor strengthens the body, he wrote, when you focus on your actions and responses, even adversity becomes an opportunity to grow stronger. In today's world, this lesson is more relevant than ever. We live in an age of constant comparison, where social media bombards us with curated images of other people's successes. It's easy to feel inadequate, as if we're falling behind. But the Stoics would remind us that comparison is a trap. You cannot control another person's achievements, nor can you control their opinions of you. What you can control is your effort, your dedication, and your attitude. By focusing on your own journey, you free yourself from the distractions of others and find satisfaction in your progress. Focusing on what is in your control is also a profound act of defiance. When they try to provoke you, whether through insults, sabotage, or manipulation, they are seeking a reaction. They want to disrupt your peace and pull you into their drama. But when you remain calm, when you refuse to engage on their terms, you deny them that power. This is not weakness. It is strength of the highest order. Marcus Aurelius described it as standing like a rock against the crashing waves, unmoved, unbroken, and serene. To embody this lesson, start small. Begin each day by reflecting on what is within your control. As challenges arise, pause and ask yourself, what can I influence in this situation? What is beyond my control? Focus your energy only on the former. With practice, this mindset becomes second nature. The beauty of this lesson lies in its simplicity. You don't need special tools, expensive courses, or external validation to apply it. All you need is the courage to look inward and the discipline to act intentionally. The more you focus on what is within your control, the less power the world and they have over you. This principle isn't just a survival strategy. It's a way to thrive. It's how you transform obstacles into opportunities, criticism into clarity, and chaos into calm. It's how you reclaim your peace, not by avoiding life's challenges, but by mastering your response to them. Marcus Aurelius's wisdom is as true today as it was centuries ago. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Focus on what is in your control, and you will find freedom, purpose, and resilience in even the most difficult circumstances. The second life-changing lesson: embrace uncertainty. Comment with uncertainty if this aligns with your journey. The truth is, no one really knows what the future holds. No matter how much we plan or analyze, life remains a mystery. William Goldman famously said, "Nobody knows anything." This isn't just a statement about unpredictability. It's a reminder that even the most experienced minds can't predict outcomes with certainty. The Stoics embraced this reality, not as a source of fear, but as an opportunity for growth. Uncertainty is a constant companion in life. Every decision we make carries an element of the unknown. Will it work out as planned? Will unforeseen challenges arise? This ambiguity can feel paralyzing, especially in moments of doubt when they try to sow fear and insecurity. But the Stoics saw uncertainty differently. Instead of running from it, they leaned into it, trusting in their ability to adapt and thrive regardless of the outcome. Seneca offered a timeless perspective. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. This is the essence of embracing uncertainty. Not passively waiting for things to happen, but actively preparing yourself to seize the unexpected opportunities life presents. Success often comes from places we least anticipate, but only if we are ready to recognize it and act decisively. Think about the moments in your own life when uncertainty led to something extraordinary. Perhaps you hesitated to start a new project or accept a challenge because the outcome wasn't guaranteed. Yet, looking back, those moments often marked the beginning of growth and transformation. The Stoics would argue that these experiences demonstrate the value of uncertainty. It's not the absence of guarantees that matters. It's your willingness to take the leap despite them. This lesson is especially powerful when viewed through the lens of humility. Many of us resist uncertainty because we crave control. We want to map out every step to ensure success before we even begin. But this desire for control is rooted in ego, the belief that we can predict and shape the world to fit our expectations. The Stoics remind us that this is an illusion. Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Accepting uncertainty requires humility, the acknowledgement that you don't know everything, and that's okay. Humility also opens the door to learning. When you accept that you don't have all the answers, you become receptive to new ideas, feedback, and perspectives. They may try to convince you that uncertainty is a weakness, but the opposite is true. It takes courage and strength to admit what you don't know and to step into the unknown with an open mind. The Stoics understood that uncertainty is a crucible for resilience. Imagine a sailor navigating the open sea. They cannot control the weather, the currents, or the wind. What they can control is their preparation, their skill, and their ability to adapt to changing conditions. Life is no different. When you embrace uncertainty, you become like that sailor, steadfast, resourceful, and unshaken by the unexpected. Embracing uncertainty also allows you to live more fully in the present moment. How much of our anxiety comes from worrying about things that might never happen? The Stoics called this practice of anticipating trouble premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. They didn't use it to dwell on fear, but to confront it head-on. By imagining worst-case scenarios, they stripped uncertainty of its power. Once you've faced the worst in your mind, you realize that even the most daunting possibilities can be managed. Seneca, in his letter to Lucilius, advised, "We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more in imagination than in reality." This insight is crucial when dealing with uncertainty. Our minds tend to magnify the unknown, turning it into a source of dread. But when you step back and examine these fears, you often find that they are baseless or exaggerated. Another way to embrace uncertainty is by focusing on the process rather than the outcome. The Stoics emphasized that while we cannot control results, we can control our effort and attitude. This mindset frees you from the need for guarantees. You stop measuring your worth by external success and start finding fulfillment in the pursuit itself. Seneca wrote, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare, but because we do not dare, they are difficult." Taking action, even in the face of uncertainty, builds confidence and momentum. Uncertainty also forces you to cultivate trust in yourself and in the natural flow of life. The Stoics believed in aligning with nature, understanding that life unfolds according to its own rhythm. Marcus Aurelius encouraged himself to welcome every event, for all events serve your purpose. This doesn't mean blindly accepting every hardship, but recognizing that even the unexpected can lead to growth and wisdom. They may try to scare you with doubt, pointing out all the ways you could fail or lose. But when you embrace uncertainty, their attempts lose their sting. You no longer need the approval of others or the assurance of success to move forward. Instead, you carry within yourself a quiet confidence, rooted in your ability to navigate whatever comes your way. This lesson is particularly valuable in today's world, where change happens faster than ever. Whether it's career shifts, relationships, or personal goals, uncertainty is unavoidable. The Stoics remind us that the key is not to eliminate uncertainty, but to transform how we respond to it. Each time you step into the unknown with courage and humility, you expand your capacity for resilience and growth. Imagine approaching life not with fear, but with curiosity. Instead of dreading what might happen, you start to see uncertainty as an adventure, a chance to learn, adapt, and discover your own strength. This is the essence of the Stoic mindset, turning the unknown into an ally rather than an enemy. The next time you face uncertainty, take a moment to pause. Instead of resisting it, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I prepare for the opportunities hidden within this moment? Remember, uncertainty is not a barrier, it's a doorway. By walking through it, you open yourself to possibilities you never could have imagined. Seneca's wisdom remains as relevant today as it was centuries ago. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Prepare yourself, trust yourself, and embrace uncertainty as the path to growth and freedom. Adversity isn't the end, it's where resilience begins. These first two lessons are powerful, but the next ones will show you how to outthink, outlast, and outgrow anyone who tries to hold you back. If these lessons resonate, hit the super thanks button to support more empowering content like this. The third life-changing lesson: broaden your perspective. Comment with perspective if this opens your eyes. When you're young, every setback feels monumental. A failed exam, a broken relationship, a missed opportunity. All of these can seem like the end of the world, but the Stoics teach us a transformative truth. Most of what distresses us isn't the event itself, but how we perceive it. Marcus Aurelius captured this insight perfectly when he wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself but your estimate of it. The weight of a situation is shaped more by your perspective than by its actual significance." Broaden your perspective, and you'll realize that many of the struggles you face today are temporary. What feels overwhelming now will often fade with time. Think back to something that upset you deeply 5 years ago. How much does it matter now? Chances are it's just a memory, distant, even irrelevant. Yet, in the moment, it consumed you. This is the trap of a narrow perspective. It magnifies the present and tricks you into believing that your current emotions are eternal. The Stoics understood that the ability to step back and see the bigger picture is a powerful tool for navigating life's challenges. Imagine your life as a painting. When you stand too close, all you see are the individual brushstrokes. Some messy, some chaotic. But when you step back, the full picture emerges. The chaos resolves into something meaningful. That's what broadening your perspective does. It helps you see the context, the long-term significance or insignificance of what you're experiencing. One way to broaden your perspective is to challenge the immediacy of your emotions. When you face a setback, ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? This question forces you to think beyond the present moment and to place your experience within a larger timeline. Often, you'll realize that what feels catastrophic now is merely a small bump on the road of life. This realization doesn't dismiss your emotions. It reframes them, giving you the clarity to move forward with grace. The Stoics also encourage us to adopt a universal perspective. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself of the vastness of the universe and the brevity of human life. He wrote, "Think of the whole of existence, of which you are such a tiny part." This isn't meant to diminish your experiences, but to put them into context. Your life, your challenges, your triumphs, all are part of something far greater. Recognizing this helps you let go of the illusion that your problems are all-consuming. Current struggles often feel amplified because they want you to stay stuck in the moment, reacting emotionally. Think about it. How often are we encouraged to dwell on drama, to replay our mistakes, or to compare our lives to others? This narrow focus keeps us trapped in a cycle of reaction, unable to see the bigger picture. They profit from our emotional distress, whether it's through clickbait headlines, endless social media comparisons, or societal pressures that demand constant achievement. But when you broaden your perspective, you break free from this trap. You stop playing their game and start seeing life on your own terms. Let's take a practical example. Imagine being overlooked for a job promotion. It's natural to feel disappointed, even angry, but a narrow perspective might lead you to dwell on the rejection, questioning your worth or blaming others. A broader perspective, however, reveals a different story. This setback is not the end of your journey. It's a moment within a much larger narrative. Maybe this rejection pushes you to develop new skills or opens the door to a better opportunity later. With time, you may even see it as a pivotal moment that redirected your life for the better. Broadening your perspective doesn't mean ignoring your feelings or pretending challenges don't hurt. Instead, it's about creating mental space to process them constructively. Epictetus taught his students to view every event as neutral, neither inherently good nor bad. It's our judgment that assigns meaning. When you broaden your perspective, you take control of that judgment. You choose to see setbacks as temporary, as lessons, or even as opportunities for growth. Another way to broaden your perspective is to consider the experiences of others. The Stoics believed in the interconnectedness of humanity. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the shared struggles of people throughout history. The challenges you face today, disappointment, fear, loss, are not unique to you. Countless others have walked similar paths, and many have emerged stronger. This realization fosters empathy and reminds you that you are not alone. It also helps you see your struggles as part of the shared human experience, rather than as isolating burdens. Nature, too, offers a powerful lesson in perspective. Look at the changing seasons. Winter may feel endless, but it's always followed by spring. Storms pass, and the sun returns. The Stoics often look to nature as a reminder of life cycles. Just as nature moves through phases, so do our lives. Understanding this helps you endure tough times with patience and hope. Sometimes, broadening your perspective means embracing humility. When we narrow our focus, we tend to overestimate the importance of our problems and underestimate our ability to overcome them. But when you step back, you realize how much you've already endured and how capable you are of facing future challenges. The Stoics remind us that resilience isn't built by avoiding hardship, but by enduring it with a clear mind and a steady heart. The next time you feel overwhelmed, pause. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, what is the bigger picture here? How will I view this moment a year from now? What can I learn from it? These questions won't make the challenge disappear, but they will shift your perspective, empowering you to face it with greater clarity and strength. Perspective is the antidote to panic. It's the wisdom to see beyond the immediate, the patience to trust the process, and the courage to move forward despite uncertainty. The Stoics knew this, and their writings remain a testament to the transformative power of a broadened view. Marcus Aurelius's words echo across centuries. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself but your estimate of it. Change your estimate and you change your experience. The fourth life-changing lesson: value learning over quick rewards. Comment with "learn" if this inspires you. We live in a world driven by instant gratification. People chase quick results, fast money, and immediate recognition, often at the expense of long-term growth. But the Stoics teach us a different approach, one rooted in patience, wisdom, and deliberate effort. They remind us that the pursuit of knowledge and personal growth is far more valuable than fleeting rewards. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, believed that reading and learning connect us with the greatest minds of history. Through learning, we inherit the wisdom of centuries, preparing ourselves to face life's challenges with resilience and clarity. It's tempting to focus on what gives us immediate satisfaction. A promotion, a financial windfall, or public praise can feel rewarding in the moment, but these things are temporary. They fade. The Stoics understood that while external achievements are beyond our control, the knowledge we acquire and the skills we develop are ours forever. When you focus on learning, you are arming yourself with tools that no one can take away. Seneca captured this sentiment beautifully when he said, "Wealth that can be taken away is not real wealth. Knowledge, unlike material possessions, is permanent. It remains with you regardless of external circumstances." Imagine two people, one who chases quick financial rewards and another who invests in learning and self-improvement. Over time, the former becomes reliant on external validation, while the latter builds a foundation of wisdom and strength that endures. This lesson is especially powerful because they might control the opportunities you are given. They might try to close doors, impose limitations, or define your success by shallow metrics. But they cannot take away your growth. No one can rob you of the knowledge you've earned through effort, the skills you've cultivated, or the wisdom you've gained through reflection. These are yours to keep, no matter the circumstances. Learning isn't just about reading books or taking courses. It's about how you approach life. The Stoics saw every experience, success, failure, joy, and sorrow, as an opportunity to learn. Marcus Aurelius, writing in his private journal, constantly reflected on what life was teaching him. He didn't see mistakes as setbacks but as lessons. He didn't view challenges as barriers but as opportunities to grow stronger and wiser. In today's world, where distractions are endless and superficial achievements are celebrated, choosing to value learning is a radical act. It's easy to scroll through social media, comparing your life to others, chasing likes and validation. But the Stoics would encourage you to ask, what am I truly gaining? Am I growing as a person, or am I merely entertaining myself? When you prioritize learning, you step away from this shallow cycle. You begin to build something real, something lasting. Consider the power of books. Zeno himself was inspired to found Stoicism after reading about Socrates. For centuries, Books have served as a bridge between minds, connecting us with thinkers, philosophers, and leaders from different eras and cultures. When you read, you gain access to their struggles, insights, and triumphs. You're not just absorbing information, you're engaging in a dialogue with some of the greatest minds in history. The Stoics saw this as a sacred act, an opportunity to transcend time and expand your perspective. But valuing learning goes beyond intellectual growth. It's about shaping your character. Epictetus, who rose from slavery to become one of the most influential philosophers of his time, taught that true education isn't about mastering facts but about mastering yourself. First, tell yourself what kind of person you want to be. He said, then act accordingly. Learning, in the Stoic sense, is not passive. It's an active process of self-discovery and transformation. The pursuit of quick rewards often leads to shallow victories. You may win the approval of others or achieve a temporary goal, but these moments rarely bring lasting fulfillment. Learning, on the other hand, is a long-term investment. It's not about immediate results. It's about building a foundation for the future. Every lesson you learn, every skill you develop, becomes a part of who you are. Over time, this accumulation of knowledge and experience becomes your greatest asset. Think about the moments in your life when you felt the most fulfilled. Chances are, these moments were tied to growth, learning something new, overcoming a challenge, or gaining insight into yourself. The Stoics remind us that true happiness comes not from what we acquire, but from who we become. When you focus on learning, you are constantly becoming a better thinker, a stronger person, a wiser soul. Valuing learning also protects you from the dangers of ego. In the pursuit of quick rewards, it's easy to become arrogant, believing you've achieved enough or that you no longer need to grow. The Stoics warned against this mindset. They saw humility as essential to wisdom. Seneca wrote, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." This humility keeps you open to new ideas, perspectives, and experiences. It ensures that you never stop growing. Another profound aspect of learning is its ability to create resilience. Life is unpredictable, and challenges are inevitable. But when you approach life as a student, you see these challenges not as threats but as lessons. Each difficulty becomes a chance to learn, adapt, and grow stronger. This mindset transforms adversity into an opportunity for growth. It turns setbacks into stepping stones. They may try to convince you that success is about status, wealth, or power, but the Stoics knew better. True success is about wisdom, character, and the ability to navigate life's challenges with grace. By valuing learning over quick rewards, you are aligning yourself with this deeper, more enduring vision of success. To put this lesson into practice, start small. Choose one area of your life where you want to grow. Commit to learning something new every day, whether it's through reading, observation, or reflection. Seek out conversations with people who challenge you. Surround yourself with books, ideas, and experiences that expand your mind. Learning isn't always easy. It requires patience, effort, and a willingness to confront your own limitations. But the rewards are immeasurable. Every time you choose to learn, you are investing in yourself. You are building a foundation of strength, wisdom, and resilience that will serve you for a lifetime. The Stoics understood that life is a long game. It's not about how quickly you succeed, but about how deeply you grow. They knew that the pursuit of wisdom is the greatest journey you can undertake. So let go of the need for quick rewards. Embrace the process of learning. And remember, while they might control material opportunities, they can never take away your growth. And now, the final Stoic lesson, the one that ties all of this together. This last principle is the ultimate secret to living with confidence, clarity, and courage, no matter what they throw your way. The fifth life-changing lesson: expect the unexpected. Cicero once said, "All beginnings start small." This is not merely a reflection on the modest origins of great endeavors, but a profound reminder of life's inherent unpredictability. The Stoics understood this deeply. Nothing in life goes exactly as planned. You will face setbacks, failures, and unforeseen challenges. They will ensure that. But it is not the obstacles themselves that define your path. It is your response to them. This is where the lesson truly begins. Expecting the unexpected isn't about living in fear of what might go wrong. Instead, it is about cultivating a mindset that sees the twists and turns of life not as threats but as opportunities to grow. Seneca wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." Every challenge you face, every roadblock they place in your path, is a chance to build resilience, patience, and inner strength. Think about the times in your life when things didn't go according to plan. Perhaps it was a career opportunity that fell through, a relationship that ended, or a personal project that didn't succeed. In the moment, it likely felt like a failure, even a crisis. But when you look back, you may realize that these detours led you to unexpected insights, new opportunities, or a deeper understanding of yourself. This is the essence of expecting the unexpected. Trusting that even the unplanned has value, that every small step contributes to a greater whole. The Stoics didn't just prepare for life's unpredictability, they embraced it. Marcus Aurelius, facing constant uncertainty as emperor, reminded himself, "Receive without conceit, release without struggle." These words carry a profound truth. Life's events are neither inherently good nor bad. It is our perception that assigns meaning to them. When you expect the unexpected, you stop resisting reality. You accept life as it unfolds, finding strength not in controlling every outcome but in adapting to whatever comes your way. Remember, the lessons of Stoicism are not abstract. They are practical tools for living a stronger, more meaningful life. Focus on what you can control. Embrace uncertainty. Broaden your perspective. Prioritize learning. And trust the process no matter how small the steps. If this message inspired you, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on all notifications so you never miss new Stoic insights. Comment Stoic mindset to commit to living a life of resilience and purpose. Let's keep building an iron mind together.